The following is a presentation of the Nerd Complex Podcast Network.
You are listening to Audio Suplex Live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Audio Suplex Live, episode 45. Congratulations, guys. We have crawled laboriously to this.
We made it.
Yeah, man, I swear to God, I never thought I'd see this day come, but...
Nope. We had high hopes, but
we're here.
45.
We're here. You know.
I think it's higher than 45, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, you have the lost episodes. Well, we do this every single time. Do we have to do this every single time?
I'll tell you what. I will start renumbering the episodes as long as you go back and do the homework and find out how many we got to add in.
Nah, that's all right. We don't have to do that.
Justin has his phone on and is now officially banned from this podcast.
All right, so for those of you guys who don't know who Justin is, it's about to get very dangerous in here right now for the first time ever.
Long overdue. One
of our greatest buddies over at Beer Stew that helps us with the Monday Night Stew.
Yeah, and I described him in the episode description that you guys are looking at down here as one of the ASL satellite brothers.
That's right.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Yeah, I wanted. Damn it! I wanted to get that joke.
I've been a big fan, and this is a dream come true. And
yeah, we had a. So if you guys remember,
Make a Wish.
Episode 46 or 53, depending on if you're Corey or Travis, we had a contest, and Justin was a lucky winner, and he got to join us here for the episode.
I submitted over 1,000 emails.
Yeah, and a very well worded essay
He was
about
very stan of you.
To whom it may concern.
If it wasn't for autocorrect, the grammar would have probably been a.
Dear Corey and Travis, I wrote you and you still ain't calling.
I know you got my last message. I wrote the address on it perfectly.
So it's like a brother. It's like a table of brothers here right now. So it's going to be a great show. We got a lot to cover right now. Get motion sickness
Kind of like
from
me
that
when
camera.
I'm putting on my underwear.
I got a lot to cover. Not really. I've seen the way that your pants fit in the back, and I, as a male, am sad. Like, I'm comfortable enough in my sexuality to say Corey has no ass, and that makes me sad.
We can't all have a booty like you, my
Hey,
friend.
it's very voluptuous, very supple, hitting those squats. You know, got a little bit of lift in there. You know what I'm saying? Very smackable.
I think you're talking about my ass, though.
Are we still on Corey's ass right now?
Yeah, we're not on it because there's not much to work with.
Wow, brutal.
Dude's ass is built like a Beyblade battle.
Wow.
And stepping up to the plate.
All right, you're out of here. You are ejected.
So Corey's the butt of the jokes today. Huh?
Thank you. See, it's so great to have someone like me here today.
You deserve it.
Wow.
Heel Corey getting worked.
Heel
Hurt
Corey.
my feelings, man.
Speaking of getting worked, Dusty, weren't you getting worked up about Conor McGregor a little bit earlier? About
I was. Happy Rusev Day. Started to cut in. Somebody.
Happy Rusev to you too.
happy
Always
Rusev
Rusev Day. But
happy Rusev to everybody listening.
But yeah, I was getting worked. On that because
you were talking about him. Like, so what happened? He got into like an altercation.
Some about altercation. Some other team ended up messing around with one of his guys.
And what did I tell you?
He retaliated. You told me it was a work.
It's a work. There's no
such thing as a work.
Pay-per-view-
It's all still real to me.
Pay-per-view buys are at an all-time low.
Pay-per-view buy is about to go up. You put McGregor on a card coming up, it's gonna go bananas. Dana White's working us, guys.
I don't know.
It's a work.
All right.
Numbers in the red, so Dana White's got to get them in the black. You know what I'm saying?
But we're not talking about fake sports here. We're
Yeah,
talking
we're
about
talking
the
about
real
real
deal.
sports.
We're talking about sports and entertainment. Bastard child, sports entertainment.
Before we get too deep into sports entertainment, let's talk about this Sunday, what we are doing for WrestleMania.
What are we doing, Corey?
We are going to be at the Toledo's best college bar.
Number one.
Toledo's
Toledo
best
City paper.
karaoke bar. And the best bar to watch WrestleMania.
It's kind of like
Sunday.
a Grand Slam champion of bars.
That's right. We have over 68 beers on tap. The Beer Stew, which is in Toledo on Monroe Street, 5333. We are broadcasting WrestleMania for free. You guys can check it out. We're giving away $200 in prizes.
That's insane.
That's
Dang.
right. That's right.
And now, are those monetary, or do we got them
We're
in
giving
assorted
away-
ways?
we're
What's
giving
going on?
$200 worth.
So
not worth it, but it's a
you're not
segue.
going to get them for free. So we're going to be asking trivia. Travis will be in charge of that. We're going to do some WrestleMania trivia throughout the night, and we're going to be giving away beer stew tokens, which is going to get you free drinks and food. We're going to have like 20, 30 chances to win some money doing that.
Yeah. Throughout the entirety
Throughout
of
the night.
of WrestleMania.
Right? So you just get one question right, you're going to win something.
Yep.
That's how we're going to do it. The other thing that we're going to be giving away is this belt right here. This one's mine. This is one of my many. But this is the belt we're giving away. It's brand new, never been opened. Replica WWE Heavyweight Championship belt. And for this, we are actually going to be, if you pay attention to our episode today, it's going to help you out to win this belt. That's upside down.
It's the Miz title.
We are going to have you fill out a card. So starting at 7 o'clock when the main show starts, you're going to fill out your picks of what you think is going to happen, who's going to win what matches. The person with the most points at the end of the night, is going to walk away with this championship belt.
So very much like how we do it amongst ourselves, but for the public.
And now you'll get
keep
to be
the
as
belt.
cool
You
as
never
us.
have to give it back. It's yours.
And if you hit me up on Twitter at XDrTX, I will make you custom side plates for it as well, like I did our own with laminated paper and everything.
Right.
You get to pick what you want on it. I promise it won't be anything phallic, maybe.
There is
yeah.
one caveat.
What's
There
that?
is a $5 entry fee to enter that contest. So
Just for the title, though, right?
just for the belt.
Just for the title.
Yeah, you're not paying for anything else. So if you don't want a chance at the belt, you don't have to pay anything. It's a free event, all ages. You know, you can bring your kids.
Bring
if
your
you
kids
want.
out. We're gonna have a good time. Food and drink specials all
50%
day.
or 50%. No,
50 cent
50 cent
wings.
50 cent wings all day long.
Me and Corey been trying to work some specials in there.
We're gonna see if we can get you
off,
some more food specials. But
yeah.
Sorry, with that being said, don't be too mad that you got to pay for a chance to get into the belt. A lot of this that we do for you guys is free. The show is free. Our
Correct.
picks are free. The charisma is free.
That's
The
right.
entertainment is free. It's all right, man. You're going to have a whole lot going on Sunday. I'm super stoked. I'm going to be a little late. I'll be coming back from Chicago that evening. So, I mean, it'll be a little less charisma until I get there. But that being said, let's get into this card, man.
Oh, man.
We got a lot of sports
Real
entertainment
quick.
to cover.
This starts at 7 o'clock.
Yes.
So if
Belts
you want to
at-
do
yeah.
it, you have to be there at or before 7 o'clock to fill out your card.
Yep.
We may
That's the-
start the trivia questions maybe during the pre-show a little
Absolutely.
bit.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a few of them. We'll spread them out throughout the evening, though. So even if you
7
don't come in
o'clock.
until the made card, you have plenty of opportunities to win beer stew tokens throughout the night. Simple trivia questions. They're all going to be about WrestleMania in some capacity.
So do some research.
So do some
Watch
homework.
up some old WrestleManias.
Get your network on this week. Take the night off. Not on Saturday. You're going to be on the network anyway, watching Takeover.
That's what me and Corey been doing at work.
We do watch WrestleMania at work.
We've been watching WrestleMania. I think I went through 4 of them.
Just
5 of
watched,
them this week.
I've been picking like WrestleMania matches that I want to watch. I just watched Rock and Hogan yesterday from 18, and then I just watched Owen and Brett from 10.
Oh, nice. I
that's a good
specifically watched the Stone Cold Bret Hart
Oh, from 13.
submission match. Yeah.
Nice.
And which one did we watch? 21?
We watched
19.
we were watching
We watched 19 from Seattle.
19 from Seattle.
That's a good one. That's the
That
one
was
with
good.
Lesnar and Reigns.
That was
Reigns.
the Rock and Stone Cold.
Rock and Stone
Stone
Cold.
Cold's final match.
Yeah.
Lesnar does the shooting star press and almost
That's
kills
horrible.
himself. It's like a shark doing a backflip. It's insane.
I don't know how he got that rotation.
He did.
grace of
Did
the
Well, yeah, well, at the last second.
you ever hear the story about that backstage, apparently? Because Billy Kidman was still on the roster and the shooting star press was his finisher. So allegedly he had, and this may have been just like a rumor, but he had like backstage confrontation with Lesnar where he goes like, yo, I don't do the F5. Don't do the shooting star press.
Could you see Billy Kidman doing the F5?
I would love it.
He wouldn't be able to do it to very many people.
I imagine he's probably done it to Tori Wilson, though. So. Anyway,
All right.
yowza.
We're going to start the night off with NXT. So we're not going to spend a huge chunk of this episode talking about NXT because not everybody's necessarily into NXT.
But you should be.
But you should be. We're going to go over 5 matches, very quickly go over our picks. We're going to just jump into it. The first match on my list here is going to be the triple threat tag team match for the NXT Tag Team Championships and the Dusty Road Classic trophy.
So we got CFOs. So we got Undisputed Era.
Adam Cole, baby, and Kyle O'Reilly.
And Kyle O'Reilly
representing the tag champions.
Mr. Bobby Fish is injured, so there was an ultimatum made in that one. And we have the surprise team of Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong.
That's right.
That have actually lasted a whole lot longer than I thought it was going to.
I thought it was going to be like one of those like one and done situations.
One and done. I get
Hey-o.
it. All right, here's the jokes. And then we got AOP going at it for a second time in the finals here. That's actually very interesting.
They could be a 2-time Dusty Rhodes class.
So who's Bobby Fish is injured?
Yes.
Okay, so when is Bobby Fish supposed to be returning?
I have not researched
Wednesday.
that at all.
I didn't say which Wednesday.
I think
that's
that's going to affect the outcome of the outcome of this match. I think directly, because you're either going to have a situation where, because I don't think they're going to put the titles on AOP. So let's just take
they're getting called up.
Let's just take that off the table
Unnecessary,
right now.
yes.
Yeah, they're getting called up. So it's either going to be they retain, or they just swerve us all and put it on Dunn and Bate, or not Dunn Bate, but Dunn and
Peter
Strong.
Two Belts. It wouldn't be the first time we see
That,
it.
yeah. And I
Adam
like
Cole,
the idea.
baby, might
Get
be
some
a
gold
2-belt.
for Roderick Strong finally. So
They're
we
not-
stop
Roderick's
talking
getting
about his
called up.
family.
205 Live.
They're not currently doing anything with Pete Dunne and most of the UK guys in the form of a UK show anyway.
They're on
Not
205 Live, though. That's
They're-
where they're wrestling, except for Pete Dunne.
Occasionally.
Well, you don't have Wolfgang.
Yeah, I mean, but
Bryan
if you want
couldn't be on that
to
show.
get a little bit more of that mix and kind of like tread your tires with that a little bit, put the tag titles on it. It's not like Roderick Strong's doing anything except for running around backstage yelling about his family.
Right, Troy.
Like, you know, he's like Heavy Rain,
Oh
my
no.
God.
Jason,
No.
Jason!
Bunch of
Jason.
nerds.
Yeah,
Jason.
I think Roderick Strong's treading water. F it, pull the trigger.
And they work. The chemistry in the ring is actually there. So I would actually like to see this go further than
it's not
just.
I am saying Undisputed Era are going to retain the titles.
I'm with
Yeah,
you
I mean,
on that.
Roderick's coming up. 205 Live. Pete Dunne's going to do something.
is that a come up? Really? Is
He's coming up.
205 a come
I
up?
think AOP is going to be.
And AOP is going to be on
they're,
Raw.
They're going to be on Raw.
Oh yeah, because you're moving the bar off.
Yeah.
The bar is not. Sorry, that's getting way ahead.
Bar's going to SmackDown.
Bar's going to SmackDown. So just saying, Braun and his partner are winning that.
Brain
All right,
Strowman.
mark you down.
Yeah.
Is that your pick? I'll do it right
Yeah,
now.
just put that on there. That's
Yeah.
going to be a fun one for later. I'll put some zest on that when we get to it officially. Salt Bay.
You're not allowed to change your answer.
I'm gonna go ahead with Strong and Dunn. I've talked myself into it. I think it would be fun, shake things up a little bit, and there is a precedent for NXT Tag Team Champions to be odd pairings. Look back at Corey Graves and Neville together as Tag Team Champions.
I mean,
Okay,
everyone
I'll
else
look at
has
it.
actually been an actual unit, but the way that the
And it could be a transitionary period until one of these up and coming teams that's in NXT and established is ready to take the belts off
an
them.
Undisputed Era doesn't exactly need it, but they don't. They would still look good with it though too.
Yeah.
have them be.
But
They're still the
two-timers.
top of the card.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
could also see a situation where they keep the belts on them because, and this is kind of telegraphing my pick for the ladder match, I don't think Adam Cole's walking out with that
Nope.
North American title.
You don't think so?
He might.
He doesn't need it.
Two belt Cole.
Two title matches in one night.
Oh man, now see that sounds great
That
too.
storyline of
Peter Two
them
Belts
having
is
all
cool,
the
Peter Two
but-
Belts.
we're having all the belts on the Undisputed Era.
But now it's going to be Adam Cole, Bay Bay, and each B and Bay Bay is going to have a belt on it.
baby.
Like it's going to be looking like an 8 with
Jesus
like had the drawstring.
So what are you saying, Anthony?
Shit. Excuse me. Give me Roger Strong and Pete.
Oh, going.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of synergy on this side of the table.
All right. Well, me and Mr. Dusty are both saying Undisputed Era. So
All right.
that's what
Undisputed
we're
Era's gonna
locking in.
retain.
It's gonna be a good match regardless. These triple threat NXT tag matches are always solid.
And
gold.
it's
And you throw the
triple
ladder in
threat
there.
in there too.
So you got the
It's gonna
hardcore
be-
rules, the
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
spots. It's gonna be awesome.
And AOP knows how to do those, and they make them look good too.
Yeah.
Because
For
there's
some
big
big
beefy
guys and
dudes
they're-
that
yeah.
don't speak. They know how to really sell some shit.
Yep.
Yep. I'm for it. Let's
All
go.
right, up next, I don't know if this is the order, but Johnny Gargano is taking on Tommaso Ciampa in an unsanctioned match.
Oh man,
What are your guys' thoughts?
don't care.
Don't care.
Nope.
don't care.
Yeah, see, now Travis was just talking about synergy. This is where it's going to be a little different. Maybe just the only one, even maybe for the evening. I really don't care about this. Yes, they broke up. Yes, there's a story to tell. We were there in Chicago. We felt it. We were leaving, and we still were walking, and like Ciampa's still looking at him from the table.
There, like,
we were.
Some say that the real Tommaso Ciampa is still sitting at that table. This is a fake. This is a fake. It's like the Beatles with Paul McCartney. It's like a new Tommaso Ciampa.
Like I care, but I don't.
I think
the way that they did it, the whole leave NXT to come back, and I don't care about the execution.
That took me out of it a little bit, and then I think also they didn't have the opportunity to strike when the iron was hot, and I like that they drew it out and gave Johnny Gargano something to do in the meantime. But they really should have just set up this match at the last Takeover.
Yep.
Instead of doing this convoluted, Ciampa comes back, attacks Gargano after his match, and then
we knew that since it didn't happen then, that it was going to happen at this time, and
I don't think it's going to be the first time that it's going to happen though, because I think they're gonna set it up to where this is going to kind of draw out to NXT. The next one, I think the Takeover's in Chicago.
Yeah,
where I could see
where Ciampa turned on, ended the relationship with Gargano. I think it's going to draw out, and it's going to
1 year.
Ooh.
On the anniversary.
Okay, Dusty, you just influenced my pick on this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Tommaso Ciampa goes over.
But then Gargano's not allowed in NXT ever again.
Oh shit!
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Johnny has to win for Johnny to continue in NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regal. Also, you have to look at it from this other side of that story.
But how many people have been told that and have shown up? Back up,
I know.
Everybody's getting fired and is just showing up at shows.
Just shows up wherever they want to.
Criminal trespassing.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that Ciampa's gonna win.
Give me Gargano.
Oh, you're changing your answer.
But I think Gargano's gonna go over in a really. It's gonna be a very hard fought, close match. And I think it's going to be like a roll-up or something like that, which is going to set up for one more time just to prove that.
So what happens with it being an unsanctioned match if it goes and there's not a winner?
Shit. I don't know. Just flip a coin on this
I'm saying Ciampa. I'm saying
contest.
Johnny gets called up. Ciampa gets tons of heat for sending Johnny Wrestling out of NXT. All the fans down there.
And he's set up to be a huge heel.
So he can be a mega heel that maybe's in contention for the North American Championship. Possibly.
Yeah. Gross.
You're right.
I'm saying Ciampa.
Run it.
Johnny's going to 205.
Johnny's winning is only because he's going home with Candace. That's all I'm saying.
He's winning no matter what.
You're right. Hey, everybody gets lucky in NOLA. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Give me Ciampa.
He's going to tear those levies down, and there's going to be some
Well, you should have
blood.
wrote down Ciampa because that's what I originally said, you putz.
That
was a terrible joke.
Freak out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ciampa as well.
Ciampa as well. Oh man,
we're a bunch of ne'er-do-wells over here.
Yeah. What the?
I do want that Blackheart shirt, even though on Twitter he said he's not gonna.
What a heel!
Right.
What are you doing, Ajax?
Can I pick versus?
Nope.
On this one?
Nope.
Can I pick William Regal?
Nope. You can say no contest. You're not going to get
Johnny
points for
wins.
that.
Johnny, because Johnny hasn't had a W in a while. He's been taking L's left and right.
That's true.
The only L that L he wins with is the LeRae and Candice LeRae.
All right. Let's move on to the NXT Women's Championship match. That is Shayna Baszler taking on our champion, Ember Moon.
I'm so bored already.
Champion.
Dusty, what do you think and why?
I got Baszler going over Ember Moon. I think Baszler came up a little short last time that they went for the championship. And,
you just love UFC and MMA people. You know, it's a work. It's
not real.
I think she's gonna get it. I think they're gonna put the title on her for a while. I think they're gonna bring Ember Moon up. They're gonna bring her up.
Ember Moon versus Asuka at SummerSlam.
No.
I know talk about fantasy booking, right?
I got
that's some.
I got a prediction later for what's going to happen with Asuka, but we'll talk about that later on.
I'm just going to say Baszler, because if you pick anybody but Shayna Baszler, you're a fool.
I'm also saying Baszler.
Well, the Queen of Spades is a joker in my book.
Ember Ember Moon. Oh my!
I'm just
God.
being the contrarian. I really do believe in Shayna Baszler, but I gotta keep the ratings high.
She's been on a streak. Yeah, recently she's been on a.
She can't lose again because it's gonna mess up where she's at. Yeah. So
I don't. But
Moon can afford a loss.
Care about Shayna Baszler though?
No. Let's talk about a real exciting match here: the 6-way ladder match for the newly created North American Heavyweight Championship belt.
Also, real quick, as a side note that I just thought of to the last match, it's going to set up for a really good-looking shot during Ronda Rousey's match on Mania
when Baszler
with
standing
there with the NXT Women's title.
Oh, like her in the stands?
Yeah.
Watching the
ringside for the match.
And you can catch Shayna Baszler in NXT on the WWE Network for
free.
For free this
month.
New subscribers.
So, yeah.
Okay.
For $9.99.
6-way match.
Yes.
Ladder match. North American title.
Can we do this one last?
Nope.
Okay.
We got Velveteen Dream. Nope. We got Adam Cole Bebe, Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan,
I want to see him climb a ladder.
EC3, and the debuting Ricochet.
Oh, man. All right. So I'm going to tell you now, it's
I'm getting
not
sweaty.
Ricochet.
That would also be the debuting EC3, though, too, wouldn't it?
He's been on TV. Ricochet has not been on TV.
Ricochet was on TV on Wednesday on the taping.
You're right.
Last
at the very end. You're right. At the very
the same
end
thing
as
as
he was on last week's, too.
Well, no.
Oh, was it this week's?
No, EC3 was shown, but didn't do anything.
Any kind of promo, yeah. So it's the
He's
debut
been on
match.
2 weeks
It is
in a
the
row.
debut match for EC3 and no, he was on 2 weeks in a row. He was on this week's and he was on last week's. Last week's is when he thanked Regal for
making the belt for him.
For making
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Ricochet.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about EC3.
Oh, yeah.
But it is the in-ring debut of EC3 and Ricochet for NXT. Joined by Killian Dane. You already did the entire.
Yep, I got them all.
Yep.
It is not Ricochet. Ricochet is way too over, just like the hood on his very bald head when he does backflips and Superman poses. Not happening for Ricochet.
Ricochet doesn't need the belt.
Ricochet is going to be on that ladder when EC3 wins
go
the
into
match.
Let's go into my pre-show rant a little bit here about. Let's first and foremost talk about.
Can we afford that today?
It's going to be brief.
We actually cannot.
Okay, but briefly.
Nope.
Let's talk about the North American title itself. How amazing of a belt is it?
I don't know. You see,
The internet split on that.
You have a couple of marks like us at this very square table. It's not so much round, but it's a very rectangular table that would agree with the way that belt looks here. The masses, however, beat as hell.
When I saw it,
That
at
looks
first,
like a belt that I got smacked with when I was 6.
No, that belt is gorgeous.
When I saw it at first, I did not like it.
I didn't
But
like.
then I
think
kind of looked
Pizza
at it, and I'm
posted
looking, and I'm like,
about it and-
I really like that belt.
It grew.
I really like it.
It's gorgeous.
I like
I
it.
think it was you who said it. It kind of
Super
reminds me of
old
old school. It kind of reminds you of an old boxing belt.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that's
That's what
exactly.
it is.
If anybody,
Something Rocky would be
if
wearing.
you've,
around.
been, if you've been paying attention to NXT, you know that this is Triple H's love letter to WCW and the Southern Territories as a whole.
AWA.
Anyway,
Right.
yeah, he's got an entire tournament named after Dusty Rhodes. He's got old school, like he brought back War Games. Like Triple H is just penning a love letter to WCW with
The
NXT.
Revival,
and this
your
belt
classic
feels like it would
tag
fit
team.
in that old school
Southpaw
80s
wrestling.
NWA. They're taping in Atlanta at the sound studio there from WCW Saturday Night. Like, this is perfect. Anyway, that belt is a cognac of title belts, and it is personally made for EC3.
I agree.
Or thin and sharp. Let me tell you something, Skip.
We're back on Shannon.
Let me tell you something, Skip.
That was before the show. I got to do it for the entertainment of the fans. Now I'm Dusty Rhodes.
We just need a. Let me tell you something, Daddy.
Let me tell you something.
There's a rumble in the commode.
I'm a son of a
I
plumber.
dined on,
Jesus,
Travis
dined
said
with kings and
EC3.
queens and dined on pork and beans.
it's a great belt.
I think okay, so I think Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan are going to take care of each other. They're going to occupy themselves at the end of the match. Then you have Adam Cole
Bye-bye.
being occupied by Velveteen Dream, who I think is going to be in the NXT Heavyweight Championship
Hashtag
picture
dream over.
after this match. And then you have Ricochet and EC3 on the ladder at the end of the match, and EC3 knocks Ricochet off and grabs the
EC3 is going to be the
He's gonna
TV title Bobby Roode.
He's going to get so much heat for knocking Ricochet off that ladder and taking the belt.
Ricochet will have his hands on the belt.
Ricochet's going to land on his feet.
Just knock him.
Ricochet backflips up off the second rope and then grabs the belt mid-flight.
Right, just unlatches it in
midair, like all in one motion.
Your debut match for Ricochet is a ladder match, by
He's
the way.
getting he's getting
So-
all the high spots. He's going to be over like Rover.
Literally
from his
over.
spot.
The
He's
guy
gonna be
just
up here.
floats. I
Yeah.
mean, I could just EC3 kicks the ladder out from underneath him, and Ricochet's just
This camera crew on
floating.
Saturday is going to have their hands full.
Oh, can we at least get ourselves warmed up for the camera crew, because the War Games cuts were terrible.
Oh man,
It could be a very rough night with all the action between a 3-way tag, 6 ways on a ladder, Women's Championship. That's just going to be a submission match, realistically. Johnny and Ciampa being all over the arena, I would imagine. All over Smoothie King. So
All right, we need our picks. What do you got, Ajax?
Man, you know what though? As much as that belt would look great on EC3, it's going on Dream.
Dream.
Yeah.
I thought that before I saw the belt.
That belt is...
It's you can't
No,
imagine something
he could do
silky
like a
and
Rocky.
velvety coming out like.
Yeah, okay, maybe.
That's cool, but EC...
Dream.
I think he's going to be feuding with Aleister Black for the NXT Championship
title after this.
Because
you got a BELT.
And he's going to lose to Aleister Black, just so you know.
well,
What do you got, Dusty?
everybody has. See, I when Ajax just said that, I was talking in the chat with Taylor too, who's in there. Said that he liked the Dream as well.
That's what I wanted originally.
And I originally I want the Dream. I just don't think when you got Ricochet and EC3 coming in and they're coming in hot and they're already both over, and that's what
Dream has time.
Dream's got time. Dream's got he's developed. He's got places he's going. I think
22, right?
Yeah,
he's like a baby boy.
Yeah, I think it's going on EC3.
DREAM.
I know where it's going. I'm just saying something else. Okay.
All right, it's time for our final match: Aleister Black versus Andrade Cien Almas.
I was almost hot on this, but I'm not.
Yeah, you playing footsie with me?
No, I'm trying to unzip my.
Wait.
I wish that I had an Aleister Black shirt on because that's who I'm picking to win. But no, it's Rusev Day.
Rusev Day.
Oh,
I thought I was wearing my Cien Almas shirt.
You're a fool.
Wrong spot.
Joe. I got on that new Pete Dunne.
Ooh, that bruiserweight. That's
Flush this man.
That new Pete Dunne, daddy.
You blur out his shirt.
not flush Rusev Day.
Flushing you.
Oh, that's really bad in the headphones for those watching. That's very wet.
All right, what are your picks and why? We already spent half of our show talking about NXT, so
Told you.
can we get our picks in here? What do you got?
I'm gonna go with.
Great.
It's Aleister.
It's Aleister Black.
Aleister for me as well.
Oh.
The only great thing about this entire feud was Aleister roasting Selena. That's all I'm saying.
Dusty,
The short jokes were great.
what you got, Daddy?
Of course, I got to go with Aleister.
Okay.
This is his coronation. It's in New Orleans. He's gonna do a spooky.
We got the same picks, Dusty. We
voodoo
we
kind of
must hang out a
style
lot.
entrance.
You almost think we do a lot
Yeah.
outside of here.
We must talk about our picks outside of work.
Yo, bonus points over here for calling out the fact that he's gonna do like a voodoo style like entrance.
Yeah, imagine that
He's
entrance
gonna
in
have
New
like
Orleans.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
gonna be.
they have above ground cemeteries, dog.
Is he gonna?
That's
I know. I've seen
that's
that.
home.
Yeah,
That's home for him.
It's gonna be dark as hell. I'm
I'm
hyped.
ready.
They got
Hail
a lot,
Satan.
all that voodoo witchcraft stuff they got
He's
down
gonna
there.
come out as Bray Wyatt.
Don't do that.
Reminds me of one
Now
of the.
hurt.
Was that one
Now,
of the?
Vince, when Aleister comes to the main roster, you have another chance to do this again, but right. Like, you have the spooky dude who's really good at the wrestles. Do the right thing.
Don't make him too unrealistically spooky.
Yeah.
I love Spike Lee.
And don't make him lose to John Cena at SummerSlam.
Sure.
All right, well, there we have it for the NXT card. See, look at that. I'm putting a stop to things.
Great. Let's move into the pre-show of the main card. We got 3 matches: the Cruiserweight Championship, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and the Women's Battle Royal.
Am I the only one who doesn't care about the Cruiserweight Championship?
Yes.
Not in this pay-per-view.
After watching
205
I
Live's
can't
been
get
really
into
good lately.
I can't
After
get into
watching-
205 Live. I feel like when it's
so
live,
good.
the only reason I see it is because I know the dark match is coming afterwards. But I just can't. I don't know. I
think
can't get into it.
I think you're just inherently not a fan of cruiserweight wrestling then.
We've got 2 months of solid 205 Live lately.
And that's purely because they removed all storytelling and went straight into the action on it. Very NXT-esque, and that's because Triple H was at the helm of that again.
They air the little interviews before the match about the guys, and then they go in
straight into it. Let's go.
Maybe it's just that I kind of got turned off by the early 205 Live.
It's way better now.
And, I just haven't given it a chance again. But
it's so good.
Well, let's make 205 great again. And with that being said, just put me down for Ali, please. It's finally his time.
Oh, my God.
Really? Yes.
They're going to pass over Mr. Cedric Alexander, who's been so close to the title so many times.
But Ali, come on, from a political standpoint of Vince, knowing how he operates.
He'd rather give it to the Muslim guy than the black guy?
Yeah.
So are we literally just, okay.
Is this what we're doing right now?
Okay.
We're not getting too socio-political. Just saying. It's Ali. Because Ali has been just as close as Alexander as many times, but in different ways. Like Ali could genuinely go over and be a very big and believable moment over Alexander finally winning it. Alexander has the charisma of a wet cardboard box.
What is Cedric Alexander's finisher?
I don't know.
Lumbar?
It's the lumbar check.
It's the lumbar check, yeah.
Yeah.
Picture this. Ali, top rope, goes to hit his finisher, and he gets a lumbar check midway through the air.
Oh, on a flaming star press?
Or the reverse 450 or the...
or the 054. It's a flaming star press.
Yeah.
So, that turned into a lumbar check.
That's would be a lot of coordination.
Them
wasting that on the pre-show.
If they can do that...
Pre-show pop?
I just talked myself into picking Alexander.
If Randy Orton can do an RKO from
a blackout,
from laying down.
Yeah, but that's Randy freaking Orton.
I'm doing it.
He's okay.
I'm saying Cedric Alexander's going to win. I was 50-50, but I pushed myself into it.
I'm gonna go with Cedric Alexander just because I think he's got more of the story.
Yeah,
with the title,
but his story is higher.
His character is not as good as
Mustafa Ali's got a great character.
He's got a beautiful daughter and a family in Chicago.
I could also,
which is going to take it and go into Chicago and be at home for him.
I feel like they could, if they go with Alexander, they need to go with it and try to do the story that they did with TJP, but actually do it right this time. Like this is a sympathetic guy.
Actually good at video games, or what do you mean?
Or like like so when TJP first won the title during the CWC, the whole thing was based around this whole like, oh, I was homeless and this, that, and the other thing. It was like a big sympathy story.
Yeah.
And now like you got somebody as charismatic as Mustafa Ali and as with a good story, and I think it's a good character to put the belt on.
Yeah. But
you said Alexander, so it doesn't matter.
I know, but I'm saying that it could be either way. It's 50-50 on this one. I really don't.
It's just waiting on you, Dusty. What do you got?
I'm going with Mustafa Ali.
Wow. Okay.
I think
he's a good-looking guy.
He's been getting from what I've been
they've been talking about
and hearing is that he's getting a pretty tremendous push right now.
He's been doing really good.
And I could see him holding on to that until the earlier parts of summer where they'll be in Chicago.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to hold that into home.
Get that hometown pop?
Yeah. He pops at home. Every time 205 was in Chicago again, that dude was way over.
Yeah.
Way over. And he's over everywhere he goes. Like that crowd is sleep.
All right. Well, moving along, we're going to move on to the Women's Battle Royal. Thank God they dropped the whole Fabulous Moolah Memorial Battle Royal moniker. Thank you. Shouts out to our friends at Snickers.
Did they actually...
They dropped it.
Yeah. Oh, that name.
So the original name was supposed to be the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal, and then there was such an uproar on Twitter because I don't know if you guys have ever researched like Fabulous Moolah and her history.
She wasn't that fabulous.
Yeah, she was not very fabulous. So
she made a lot of moolah though.
There was a lot of backlash, and the rumor is that a lot of people reached out to one of WWE's primary sponsors, and allegedly it was Snickers, and Snickers was like, "Yeah, we're gonna pull out if you guys don't."
And that money talks.
Yeah,
and that moolah talks, so moolah gets to keep her mouth shut.
Nah,
she's dead.
Sit down.
Well, I know.
She hasn't been saying much lately.
Sit down.
She's dead AF.
But anyway, so the Women's Battle Royal.
Corey, who's in that?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Oh, dang it. I thought you had it written down.
I would assume that it's probably going to be anybody that's not in a match on the main card. Essentially, like they're gonna empty out the locker room.
So Mandy Rose,
Banks, Bayley, Becky Lynch, Naomi, Natalia, the Riot Squad.
Yeah,
it's pretty much.
Yeah.
Here we go. I got the full.
A bunch
Sasha
of other people.
Banks,
there you go.
Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, Naomi, Natalia, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, Bayley, Lana, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Mickie James, Carmella, and Dana Brooke.
that checks out.
There's no NXT people announced, obviously.
I don't think
Carmella.
I don't think they will anyway.
They probably won't. I don't know.
Don't need it. That's too
Because
many.
this is
It's not a Royal Rumble.
this is all just a way to continue the feud between Sasha Banks and Bayley.
I'm picking Bayley.
And Bayley's winning this battle royal. And they're going to try to use this as a push to kind of give her a little bit of more momentum over Sasha Banks.
What do you got? Either one of you.
Dead air.
Come on.
There's when you threw that out there about or Travis, when you said about the whole Sasha Banks Bayley, kind of a way to extend it.
Lana.
It makes
well, and
it makes a lot of sense now.
Dusty, welcome to Audio Suplex Live, the show where somebody makes a point and then talks somebody else into.
Oh yeah, that's I love.
How many?
I love talking Travis into the wrong thing. Like, no, Travis, it makes sense.
No, like Corey's talked me into so many things where I'm like, yo, that's a really good way to book that. All right, cool, yeah, I'll roll with that.
I don't think it's going to be Bayley though.
Okay, then who? Who do you think?
I think if it's going to go the way that Travis just kind of talked me into it, I think though they're going to put Sasha on top of it.
Okay.
Lana for the sake of Rusev Day.
Lana?
Get that Rusev Day pop.
Get that Rusev
Lana's
Day pop. Yeah, it's on the pre-show. We got to go in. Got to go in hot. All right.
Rusev Day.
Right, because you got Rusev is now on the card only because he sells merch, and Lana helps with that in a very tremendous way.
And she's over by extension of that.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's what
she really is.
All right, time for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Baron
so
Corbin
far, we got Dash Wilder, Scott Dawson, Baron Corbin, Mojo Rawley, Ty Dillinger, Matt Hardy, Dolph Ziggler, Fandango, Tyler Breeze, Goldust, Heath Slater, Rhino, Zack Ryder, and Primo Cologne.
A lot of tag teams in this match.
Yeah,
the ones that aren't doing anything.
Yeah. Exactly.
Who do you got
Sleeper.
and why? Without going into too much detail, because it doesn't matter.
Are you snoring, or are you doing the beginning of Baron Corbin's old thing?
I'm sorry. In the middle of Corey, in the middle of Corey reading off every jobber that they have on hand.
Who do you got?
Who cares?
Is this the Andre the Giant Jobber Battle Royal?
The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal means absolutely.
Who do we got? We got a whole lot of matches.
I would rather have another gimmick Battle Royal.
Give me Rob Gronkowski. I don't care. Like
Gronk.
No. I mean, give me a second. Who could benefit from this the most? Is Bray Wyatt in it?
Nobody.
Wyatt might be in it. He hasn't been announced.
Of course he is. He's got nothing else to do.
Dolph Ziggler or Baron Corbin would be the most beneficial.
I'm going to throw a curveball here.
Or Matt Hardy.
Kurt Hawkins.
I'm going to say...
Kurt Hawkins. Give me Kurt Hawkins.
You think?
Who cares?
All right, Hawkins, I got you. I'm saying Ziggles.
Baron Corbin for the first time ever.
Could be Big
Two-time
Show.
armbar.
Two-time armbar.
You saying Baron?
Yeah, fuck it.
So there's more people being announced, though, right? Into it?
No, they're not going to be announced. They're just going to be there.
They're just going to be in it. I think this is where...
Maybe call up. What do you got?
No, I'm thinking maybe that's where they throw Elias in since he doesn't have anything going on.
Have Elias win?
Yeah,
Elias
I think he could benefit from that.
I heard he's gonna maybe have it like a music segment or something.
There was a rumor that
he's actually on iTunes now,
Oh,
and I listened to his his EP.
That's great.
And he's
perfect.
Not too bad.
All right,
we should have him booked at the beer stoop.
Elias promo.
Pre-show is over. We're done talking about anything on the pre-show. So no more talking about anything on the pre-show.
10 beer stube dollars to whoever comes to the beer stube dressed as Elias with a guitar.
Smackdown Tag Team Championship match is the first match on the main card that we're going to talk about. We have the champions, the Usos, taking on the New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers.
Whack.
Man, I can't get.
Who you got and why? I'm saying the Bludgeon Brothers.
Man, why?
I was really big on the Bludgeon Brothers when they were introduced, and I liked the gear. I liked what they did, and then they didn't do anything with them again. And I don't care.
How many times can you repackage these guys?
Apparently a lot.
I'm not a big LARPing guy.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Right. This match was brought to you by Dagger here.
I got
too nerdy for this.
I got the Usos retaining. They're hot right now. They're on a roll.
And we're gonna see some tag teams move around between rosters in a post-Mania shakeup, and it's good to have the Usos on SmackDown.
I can see the Usos going to Raw.
Okay, then fine. I'm gonna take the New Day under the idea that they're now gonna be like the gatekeepers of SmackDown, and then move the Usos over to Raw and let them start mixing it up with some of the teams that are gonna be there.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to think too. Or it's to the point that I think you were going to make until you changed your mind mid-sentence, and that was going to be the Usos stay there at the top, and then all those other new teams could still gun after them.
Yeah.
They're the ones to dethrone the biggest
top
one.
teams.
Right.
So you're saying
You know,
Usos?
the Usos are the top team. In
Yeah,
And
Usos need that WrestleMania moment.
And
That's what they've been talking about for weeks.
And it
anyway.
wouldn't make a lot of sense to move the New Day back to Raw.
No,
Right.
they just got there.
Right.
So
In theory, just
So we got Bludgeon Brothers, New Day, Usos.
Yeah.
Let's lock it in. Let's move into the Raw tag team. You already said Strowman.
I already locked that in there.
I'm saying the Bar is retaining. They're going to pin whoever Strowman's partner is.
nope.
Okay.
So let's get into the real question with this match here now.
Who's his partner?
Who's his partner?
Well, why don't you tell me your pick
Brain.
first?
Did you
Brain,
know
Brain Strowman.
Well, I mean,
Are you
since
saying Strowman's winning?
Strowman's winning?
Okay. You're saying Strowman's winning?
Is this really where the WWE wants to give him his first title though?
Yes.
Is a tag team title?
He doesn't even need it.
There was a
Unless he's doing it alone.
Because then who's he going to drop it to? Who do you drop? I mean, you want to dominate, so you want him to drop tag
gonna be the
titles
Asuka.
so that he can go and compete for a higher title. I mean, then it kind of just defeats the purpose. I don't see it. I see the bar winning somehow.
The Bar.
Jason Jordan comes back.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh man,
We could only be so lucky.
Is Kurt still his father?
I think the Bar loses the belts to AOP to the Monday after Raw.
Okay.
And then he pulls up one half of AOP.
No.
Oh, wait, what'd you say? I heard
AOP
AOP.
The Bar
comes up
retains,
the Raw
and on
after.
the
They
Raw
take him in the-
after,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
AOP shows up and challenges and wins the belt. So that
It
frees
challenges
the
wins-
Bar up to go to SmackDown.
But okay, so Braun wins.
No.
Wait, hold on. No, wait. Let me say this.
Braun
Braun
don't
wins, and then it drops to AOP
No, why would you do that to Braun?
because
though?
they
you want him to.
because they did that stuff.
not
They
gonna
do
do
that.
that.
they
The
do
only way I
one
could
day
see that
titles.
possible is that if Braun and his partner, who would be James Ellsworth in this situation,
Right.
Braun wins the belts at Mania, and
Any
then
man with two
Ellsworth,
hands
and then Ellsworth
gets these hands.
and then Ellsworth loses them the next night in a rematch, or to an upcoming AOP. And then Ellsworth takes the loss on that one.
That's that
and
fantasy
then,
booking
And then
again.
Braun murders Ellsworth. And
Who does everybody think Braun's partner is going to be? Travis, I
can't even begin to think of a
Ini-
singles
initially,
return.
initially, I thought it would be a good moment to have like a James Ellsworth pop, just get like that comedy pop or whatever for the show or whatever. But then I started to think there was a rumor going around that they were actually looking into bringing in Rey Mysterio to be his mystery partner.
But he's injured.
But he's injured. So you have a cruiserweight that's still on the roster that wants to come back into the Neville.
Yeah.
Neville would
But then
be,
they win.
and then they
would have to
win,
They would
and
have
that is a fantastic tag
Two
team.
big beasts like David
found a
and
guy in the
Goliath on the
back
same
not doing
side.
anything.
Dude, tell me you wouldn't want to see a Neville and Braun Strowman tag team championship.
A red arrow off the
of
shoulders.
Strowman.
Yes, there is so much you can do with
Yeah,
this.
honestly, I was trying to think of where Neville return would fit into this entire evening.
This is where.
This is where it would be because I think they haven't had him come back yet.
The king of the
since
cruiserweights.
Enzo's gone, that whole BS is
He's
done and
still
over
on the-
with. He still has, and he's frozen. He can't work,
Yeah.
and the boy got to eat. So I mean, he left looking like a hobbit, but I know
like
that
that.
boy looking like Schmeagol
And it would
right
be
now.
and it
I
would
know
be a good payoff for everything that he did for the cruiserweight division when he was there and as champion.
Yeah.
And this would move him
To-
up.
yeah,
He'd be in
and then
the
he can
tag
start
team,
mixing it
yeah.
up in the tag team and then singles competition from there.
And again, to touch on
Main
oddball
roster.
tag teams, you
Yeah.
just said Corey and Neville.
yeah,
So it would be Braun and Neville. I like that.
I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
The king.
I still got with the bar.
Shut up.
All right. U.S. title. We have the U.S. champion Randy Orton defending against Bobby Roode, Rusev Day, and who's the other person in this match?
Miss me with that bullshit.
Jinder Mahal.
Rusev's really not.
Who you getting? Who you getting?
Rusev.
Rusev.
I'm going. I was.
I wasn't
Rusev.
going to say Rusev.
Imagine
until
the pop in New
pop
Orleans.
at New Orleans is going to be insane.
Are you all saying Rusev?
Yep.
Rusev.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be a coronation. And then our
I heard
gonna
Randy
come in
wants
on
to
a
take some
tank
time
again.
off and.
if only.
I'm saying Rusev as well.
No limits now.
Make Rusev come out in a tank again.
He didn't he tweet like he's got to dust off the tank from WrestleMania 30 or whatever one it was.
Let's go.
All right, IC Championship match. We have Finn Balor Tyler Black and Mike Mizanin. What do you guys think?
Seth.
I think Samoa Joe better find a way to get into this match.
Seth to lose?
To
win, dog.
Give me Seth Rollins.
Seth.
We
got to crown another Grand Slam.
He needs that Grand Slam, and
he's over like
Rover. But then he's gonna feud with Finn for the belt immediately afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Who won on?
Because they're putting on classics.
Who won on Raw? They wrestled.
Finn was winning in all the house matches, the house shows. So Seth was winning on TV.
So that means Finn's gonna win.
Nope, because it's only been on TV like twice, and all the house matches been like 3
I'm saying
wins.
Seth. What do you got there, Dusty?
Taylor made a good point. Is Finn going to come out as Demon or just Finn?
Yeah,
he's not dressed as a demon in any of the images, so
so he's just going to be old Finn.
I think so.
I see Seth picking it up.
All right. Raw Women's Championship match. We have the Bully Women's Champion.
All right, so
Alexa Bliss taking on Nia Jax.
She could bully me all she wants.
Okay, soapbox time. This is the worst fucking build up to a title match in history. I feel like I'm watching 2010 WWE all over again. It is so bad. It is so terrible. Are we now like reduced to making like fat jokes at this point?
Hashtag be a star.
Yeah, this is like insane. Like WWE, I don't buy any of your charitable contributions worth a damn. This is so stupid. But anyway, give me Nia Jax, and she's going to use Alexa Bliss as a toothpick.
Oh yeah, we snacking on that.
Nia,
we snacking on that. Mm-hmm.
What do you got there, Dusty?
I got Alexa Bliss.
Oh, me too. I got Alexa Bliss by DQ.
Oh.
See, this is what happens when they like work in a hot ass kitchen all day, all the fumes and stuff. These things are high as hell.
Mm-hmm. Look, Taylor said the same thing. Alexis retains by DQ.
Yeah,
you guys don't realize now that we can now like Nia Jax overcame bullying and now is like the champion of all charitable events for WWE with the championship.
They had Booker T versus Triple H. Booker T should have won that match, but you know who
Philanthropy
won? Triple H
is
won.
A huge marketing tool. Stephanie McMahon. She literally just wants to put Alexa Bliss, or not Alexa, but Nia Jax in a position of like, you are now our face of charitable things. Here's a belt.
Okay, sweet. We got 2 Nias and 2 Blisses. Smackdown Women's Championship match.
Well, makes sense.
This is the granddaddy, the Royal Rumble payoff. Asuka challenging Charlotte. Who do you got?
Charlotte's retaining.
Fans.
Charlotte's retaining.
The fans
that belt.
are winning this because this match.
Charlotte?
Yeah.
Gonna end the streak.
This match is
at Mania.
No.
Yeah. No, I know.
Next year?
It's too expected, but I would like to see it.
All right, I wrote you down for Charlotte, so you're locked in.
Are you not writing that in pencil?
No, sir.
Got erasable ink?
Blood, brother.
I get it.
What do you got?
I got Carmella coming in.
Okay.
Giving out her.
Is she gonna Seth Rollins this shit?
She's gonna cash it in
during the match. Though?
During the match, she's gonna. No, because here's why. How do you determine Charlotte's hot right now?
Yeah.
And Asuka's undefeated.
Yeah.
You don't.
So you have Carmella pin Charlotte so that the streak is alive, but she doesn't get the belt.
That's still a loss technically because it turns into a triple threat.
I see the streak ending, and Carmella's going to get a lot of heat on her for ending the streak, and then at that same time, you don't have Charlotte dropping to Asuka, or you don't have Asuka beating Charlotte, and it keeps them both still.
Or
so they can do that match again.
Yeah,
I'm going to take Dusty's.
Keeps them.
I'm locking it in. That's great for me.
Or we take this opportunity to make Asuka into the biggest badass in history, beats Charlotte, then hold on,
cash in, and then she beats her.
Yeah, and then she beats Carmella mercilessly right afterwards.
Carmella might cash in on Raw.
That's fine.
If the draft is before Money in the Bank,
and she brings it with her,
yeah,
whack.
And then she takes it.
And then she loses to Nia.
She's the longest.
So you might as well just make Alexa Bliss.
So uses her as a toothpick, and then literal toothpick goes against.
No. Here's what's gonna happen. Asuka's gonna win.
I don't care. Are you taking Asuka?
Yes. Asuka's gonna win. Carmella's gonna try to cash in, and then Asuka's gonna murder Carmella, and then Asuka's gonna rip off Carmella's head and eat it in the middle of the ring.
Wow.
Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon taking on Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. We got 12 minutes to go over 6 more matches.
If you think for 1 second, fine, I'll give you one take. If you think for 1 second that Daniel Bryan is going under on his WrestleMania return in New Orleans, where he had his biggest WrestleMania moment, you are high as a kite.
Dan Bryan. Okay.
And then where do Kevin and Sami go?
Raw.
But it says no longer employed by WWE ever.
Ever. All right, here it is.
I love El Generico
KO.
and Kevin Steen.
Hey, Shane, you had to
KO.
fight The Undertaker for control of Raw. Hey, you lost, but here's control of Raw anyway.
He gave him SmackDown.
Who cares?
He gave him SmackDown.
But he gave him Raw for a
It's
couple.
It's Dan and Shane.
Okay.
Dan and Shane. Shane and Dan.
I'm going to go KO and Sami because Shane turns on Dan Bryan after a disagreement. There's going to be a disconnect between Dan Bryan and Shane.
There has to
and
be.
And that's what's going to cause the match. And then you have Dan Bryan Shane at SummerSlam or whatever, or the next pay-per-view.
I know.
And then you can write off one or the other. I heard Shane is leaving TV, and obviously Dan wants to do the wrestling thing. So
I'm here for two reasons.
So there you go.
Two forms of diversity. This card and the people at the table.
What do you got, Big Daddy?
I'm going with Shane and D-Bry.
Dan.
Your presence is a present.
Let's go on to one more gimmick tag team match. Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Triple H and Steph. Who do you got and why, Travis?
If you think Ronda Rousey is going under on her WrestleMania debut, you are high as a kite.
I am also going with Ronda Rousey. Ajax, what do you got?
Come on.
Triple H doesn't lose.
Triple H he loses at
Sting's WrestleMania debut. Sting lost.
Triple H loses at Mania all the damn time.
Okay.
So another one.
I think ESPN
Rousey.
wouldn't have a good story if.
And Triple H is going to go over on Saturday.
Yeah. Rousey's going to look great on Good Morning America. So
Yeah.
Rousey, okay.
Rousey just for ESPN.
Perfect.
I'm going to tell you something, Skip.
Can I please get Shannon Sharp and Ronda Rousey? Oh, we got some black and miles passed out after this.
AJ Styles taking on Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Heavyweight Championship.
That's a tough one.
If you think Shinsuke Nakamura
They
is
have
going under,
They have a 5-star match under their belt.
yeah, but that was in a place that actually wants 5-star matches. It's going to be 4 stars at best, and it's going to be.
We're going to see a lot of repeated moves.
Yeah, we're going to see. This is going to be the diet version. This is going to be
match
diet.
drama.
This
So
is
what are
going
we
to be
thinking?
diet Wrestle Kingdom 10 match.
Travis is going Nakamura.
I'm going Nakamura because why the hell not? You don't give him the longest entrance on the card if he's unless Taker actually does show up.
Yeah, it's going to be AJ for me.
AJ for Ajax. Who
I
would have guessed?
You know what? I do think that AJ needs that moment, like WrestleMania. I'm the champion.
He's worked very, very hard. Not that Shinsuke hasn't had.
Give me Nakamura anyway, still, but
I got you.
Not like he hasn't worked, but it's an AJ show.
I like it. What do you got?
I got Nakamura.
Ooh.
The Superdome is the house that AJ Styles built. Are you insane?
My problem is I think AJ's going to Raw, and you can't do that with the WWE title.
I don't know that AJ's
AJ's
going
You
to
could bring
Raw.
the Universal Championship to SmackDown.
They're going to swap the red belt to
Nope,
SmackDown?
nope. It's Universal, my guy, like a remote.
what if
It's red, my
literally
guy.
as soon as they pulled it over there, it just
It
turned
turned
blue?
blue. Don't mention it at all. It's just a blue new. Now it's blue. It's like the SmackDown
It's the
tag
Galactic
belts.
Championship.
It's like Hornswoggle being Vince McMahon's son.
I want AJ to win, but I'm going
Which
to
is
say
canon.
Nakamura.
It is canon. Don't ever let them forget. Don't let them let you forget that it is canon. All right. That can never go away.
All right, let's see who's getting worked on the Universal Championship match. We have Brock Lesnar, the longest reigning Universal Champion of all time, times like 30 times longer than anyone else that's ever held that
Paper
belt.
champion.
Well, considering one
Versus
guy had it
Roman
for
Reigns, a
night.
man who's never even held the Universal title.
No, he did hold it on Monday.
Okay,
he picked it up off of the canvas.
God damn it, he's
Fake
never been the
news.
champion. I think it was
he picked up
Photoshop.
Brock's bitch and held it.
Who do you think
Sable?
is walking away
Rena?
with the Universal Championship match in what may be the main event of WrestleMania?
Paul Heyman. He's picking that bitch up and running up that long ass ramp. No.
He runs away and they cut to the ring and they wrestle for a little bit longer and it cuts back and he's still running his way up the ramp.
Lesnar.
Lesnar for
Retains.
Travis. Wow.
Wow.
And drops it the next night.
It's that
To who?
It's gonna be
Samoa
you know
Joe?
how big of a-
Joseph Joseph.
Samoan
Bobby
Joe.
Lashley?
You know how big of a risk that is if Lesnar wins, especially with him going back to the UFC?
If that's true. If
That's
if that
all
is not-
speculation.
could be a work.
You're getting
Dusty.
work, Justin.
That's the thing.
God damn it, UFC.
I'm just
Everything's
looking
a
forward
word.
to another picture of Roman Reigns doing this on the floor.
Well, the confetti goes everywhere.
Well, actually, did you see though? They're starting to get Roman actually got a pop on Raw
Yeah.
after his 6th Superman punch.
The crowd is kind of
Well, Nashville's lit.
And how to actually make us feel sympathetic towards him even more is if he loses at Mania.
That's it.
Wow,
Now,
is that how this works?
I'm just tired of Brock. I'm tired of it.
There's a
I'm tired of
rumor.
Brock.
There's a rumor that the post WrestleMania plan for the Universal title is for Roman Reigns to be in a feud with Samoa Joe.
Right.
Joe comes back on the Raw after Mania, takes the belt off of Brock right then and there, and then
that makes Joe.
I did what you couldn't do
megastar.
for like a year.
Do you feel that Brock is still as big as a draw as he was when he first came in, or now people are just getting tired of seeing him because he's
he's still a draw.
but he's not. I mean,
He's a
you don't know
draw.
when he's going to show up, when he's not going to show up. I mean,
They
when you got a champion,
Dusty.
remember back in the days when the title was always defended on Raw. They always had title matches and stuff. When was the last time we had a Raw title match on Raw?
Because Brock has had.
Why do you got a Raw
Women's
title? Why do you got a Raw title and you don't even defend it on the show?
I'm gonna just tell you this
because
right now.
Bruno Sammartino.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. You're getting worked. They know that Brock's not on TV week in and week out, and they have not taken the belt off of him. That's because they want him to not be on.
heat.
You're building up heat for him. You're building up
And he's
Roman
an attraction.
Reigns into a sympathetic character because they're echoing the sentiment that you're echoing. They're like, well, you literally said, I want Roman Reigns to win the belt, if only because then we get it back on TV.
Right.
They got you to just cheer for Roman Reigns in this match.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You're worked.
You just got worked. Congratulations.
You got Roman on this?
I'm gonna go with Roman.
Oh man, that's a smart pick. What do you got, HX? I knew he was gonna win the belt a year ago.
Brock.
Brock. Oh my God.
Brock Lobster?
I don't want it to happen, but it's Brock.
And then who beats Brock?
Samoa
Monday?
Joe, not Samoan Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Samoa
Did
Joe.
I talk you into it?
No, not on Monday. They don't defend the title on Mondays.
They might.
Jeez.
Wow. Brock though.
All it takes is for Paul Heyman to
But
come out
no,
and start
I'm
the
not even
show.
saying it happens on a Monday. But I'm saying you now have that feud that was actually fizzled out accidentally
All
during
it
that
takes-
triple threat bull crap with Braun and stuff. We need Samoa Joe back in there. Samoa Joe versus Lesnar
And Joe's
is
cleared
what
and ready to
everybody
go.
wants to see.
Yeah.
He's going to be a huge post-Raw pop. And it's going to... Okay, all it takes is for Paul Heyman
Brock's
to come out.
contract does expire on WrestleMania.
I heard that they used up all of his days.
Yeah, because they were filling him up on house shows.
They were filling him up.
Brock's a company man
He'd go out
to
and
a degree.
fight
He'll
Kane
do
for 2
a
minutes.
He'll do a one-night show and
He
put,
did Beast in the East.
he'll
Come
put
on
Samoa
now.
Joe over the next night on Raw. He's not gonna do. Come on, it's not like WrestleMania ends. And he
I'm
packs
saying
his bags.
Roman Reigns.
There you go.
I'm gonna go safe pick.
It's
Wow.
safe.
It's a pretty diverse card here. We got one more match that we
It's
can
not
potentially
happening.
talking about,
You
and
think
that
it's gonna
is
happen?
Seen as a fan.
possibly Undertaker versus John Cena or
What if-
Biker Taker
What if?
versus John.
Roll it.
If only it means we
What
get
was
Limp
it?
Bizkit back. Then
Limp
yes.
Bizkit. What did they call him the other day? We were watching WrestleMania. WWE's favorite band.
they did on WrestleMania
So
night.
Yeah, I
I'm
saw
waiting
that.
to see when they induct Fred Durst into the Hall of Fame.
Let's go, baby.
Actually, I would call that for 2019 Celebrity Wing. If Kid Rock just got in, Fred Durst would go in
Fred
next year
Durst?
for sure.
Yeah, because that's relevant.
So if this
at
match was going to
least-
take place,
If
instead of
not,
talking about the
it's
intro music.
if not, it's Alter Bridge.
It's
Like,
not. There's going to be a funny segment where John Cena takes a seat in the stands as a
you
fan.
can say.
John Cena's going to take a seat, and there's going to be an empty seat next to him, and then Undertaker's going to sit next to him. It's like, hey, I came as a fan too. Funny seeing you here.
Did you see the thing I tagged you in today? Undertaker came back from a 4-week camping trip and wanted to catch up on what was going on in Raw.
no, I didn't see that.
Shows him, and then it's got all the clips
What
of
the
Cena
hell?
calling. Yeah.
Oh no!
right as the thing goes on the bug goes on the thing on the screen for Mania, like it shows
So-
over.
so
Not
now-
enough time to
I
now
call.
just
our
really
picks-
I want Undertaker's dong to be at WrestleMania.
I listen. His
See,
dong will
his-
show up.
I've been waiting to hear his dong for a while now.
You messed
For a
that
whole
up.
year.
You messed that up.
Listen, this is the biggest dong in all of WWE history.
It's
when that
3
dong
minutes
shows
long.
up, when that dong shows up,
3 minute long dong.
you know shit's about to get insane.
Yeah, It's big.
When the
black.
dog shows up, you better watch out because
The lights go off. The dong shows up.
And then just
it takes 3 minutes for anything to happen. And when it finally does and those lights come back up, the eyes are rolled back. All right. Let's go.
Euphoria.
It's the dong, and then you rest in peace.
Yeah. Night, night.
So who wins
Don't
this
put you to
match?
That's why I'm going to use that. Hey, girl, I'm about to give you this Undertaker.
If Taker shows up, Taker's going over.
So now,
Taker
but should we even do it this way? Should we say it happens or not, or it doesn't happen?
No.
Not a pick.
No, we're
Or
doing
who wins?
No, we're doing a pick.
The pick would be if the match happens or not.
It's
because
gonna
why
happen.
would Taker now he's just handing out L's left and right?
It's gonna
Casino?
happen. It's gonna happen.
So I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna
He
fold
didn't
up my
retire.
laundry. No, hold on. No, it's pseudo retire. I'm gonna fold my laundry
He
in the
didn't
middle
fold
of
up his motorcycle, motherfucker.
Yeah, the dead man may have retired, but the American Badass
Keep rolling,
hasn't.
rolling.
They're the
The
same
American
guy.
Badass is still
So
undefeated
we got
at WrestleMania.
Texas Red is coming out. I'll tell you what.
Mean Mark Calloway. Okay.
Kane the Undertaker back when he debuted.
So what do we got? What do we got? I got Taker. You got Taker.
Taker. Yeah,
I'll take Taker.
Cena doesn't need it, and we're not handing out
T-Mac
L's
says
left and
Taker.
I got Taker.
I mean, they're writing John Cena off after WrestleMania anyways.
Yeah, he's got to go promote his cock block.
You don't think it's gonna happen?
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Do you think it's gonna happen?
I think.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
I think it's gonna happen.
I
So
think it will.
if it doesn't happen, you get a bonus point.
Boom.
There you go.
What? You think The Rock's gonna show up? Promote his new
He's gonna
movie?
sing with Elias.
Yeah, he's got a segment with Elias.
Ooh, yeah. Smackdown Hotel.
Yeah, he comes out and just starts doing his
Since my
little.
baby left
Elias
me.
comes out.
What if The Rock comes out as like a heel and like he's talking shit about Nola?
What if he sings about Vicky?
No, he's not going to come out. He's going to work with him a little bit. It's going to be a little bit of tweener stuff, and then all of a sudden, just rock bottom on the guitar.
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah, they're gonna.
good
They'll
Do you
joke a little
have?
bit.
Do you have Elias and Jeff Jarrett do a segment with the guitars?
No.
Nope.
Oh, they always do a thing with the Hall of Famers
Yeah.
though, like in
They
the
do
backstage
come out.
segment.
But does that mean
That's
that
gross.
does Karen Angle come out and screw Kurt in the?
No.
Like in the ring, like a live sex show.
Here's your segment right here. Elias comes out, does this little guitar thing. The Rock comes out, everybody pops like, "Oh my God, The Rock's here!" And they start playing together, and they're having a good time or whatever. And then Jeff Jarrett comes out. Wait a minute, slap nuts!
Don't
Y'all
piss
can't
me off.
You can't have a guitar thing without JEFFJARRETT. And then comes down and gets rock bottomed, and Elias does his thing, and everybody's happy. It's great.
You think Jeff Jarrett would get rock bottomed?
Yes, why not?
Please, can we?
WWE's paying for his rehab. He better.
But then the roadie jumps out and saves Jeff.
Shut your mouth.
I am done with you.
The original songwriter.
All right, let's get out
You're
of here.
dangerously close to never coming back on this
That's why
show.
they call me
Before
Dusty
we get out of
Dangerously.
here, I do have to ask Taylor. Taylor, I know you're watching. You're watching right now. Are you coming to WrestleMania in Toledo, Ohio at the Beer Stew?
If
I
you're
need to
okay,
know.
blink once.
I need to know if you're going to be there. So you need to comment in the bottom section here. Let me know.
Section here.
I'll buy you a beer. It'll be worth the drive.
Unbelievable.
All right. Anything else we need to plug? We are doing WrestleMania.
WrestleMania at the Beer Stew.
Not sure yet.
Not sure yet.
That's the wrong answer.
That's the wrong answer.
That's like Ajax, Undertaker.
You and
John
Kyle
Cena
come
answer.
out. It's a 2-hour drive. Big deal.
I will ask one Taylor
a day of
McIntyre related question.
Ooh, yeah. I want Taylor to walk away with this belt. He's our number one fan. I want him to take this
You
belt home.
deserve it.
Hopefully his picks are as good as our picks, I think we gave him some good knowledge.
He's
here, so.
got some solid math
Yeah, he
there.
had some solid picks. He was throwing out some picks on
All right.
there.
Yeah.
The Beer Stew, Sunday for Wrestling Mania. Be there. Well, the pre-show starts at 5 p.m.
It starts at 4:30.
4:30. We're getting there at 4:30.
Well, we're getting there at 4:30.
No. The
It
pre-show
starts
starts at 4:30.
4:30.
Last I saw it said 5.
It isn't 5.
Well, hot
Well,
damn.
you're getting worked.
Come out at 5:30.
The pre-show starts at 4:30.
You're dangerously close to being back on this show.
The pre-show starts at 4:30. We will be there. I will be there at 4
Yeah,
or earlier.
I'll be up there.
I will
Setting
get
up.
there when I get there.
5333 Monroe Street, for those that don't know. Same lobby as the Hobby Lobby
Hobby Lobby Plaza.
over there.
Not that far from the highway.
Not at
right down the
all.
street from the Franklin Park Mall.
50-cent wings, $2 Bud Lights.
Chance to win walk
Chance to-
away with this gorgeous
title
Pristine.
here.
WWE.
Never been opened.
Is that Juan
John
Cena on this?
is on the box.
I bet it's Roman Reigns.
And on the back, all the holders right
The last
there.
couple champions are on here.
Yep.
Oh, that picture.
Dean
of Bray Wyatt
Ambrose, when's he
depresses
due
me.
to come back?
Yes.
Dean Ambrose, partner for Braun.
Partner for Braun?
Do we have to acknowledge that
Dean
Sheamus
and
was a world
Dean
champion?
and Braun?
We have to, unfortunately.
Boo.
AJ Styles should be on here. And Jinder Mahal.
He is. AJ Styles is on there.
Oh, Jinder Mahal should be on there. Well, I'm talking about if they're doing it in order, but you're right.
Yeah.
Jinder's not on there.
It's all right.
I wonder why.
Don't hinder Jinder.
I made the reference. Yep, I did it.
There
But
it is.
This is all you guys. Come on out. All right, sweet.
We want to thank you guys for listening to our WrestleMania and WrestleMania weekend preview extravaganza for Dusty Dangerously, Heel Corey, the ever-present BT Jackson.
Ever-present.
Gang, gang.
I am
That's the best thing you can
Travis,
say about you.
and for producer Joe, who
Always
gets-
here.
always here. Love you, Joe. Get us out of here. Have a good WrestleMania, guys. Happy Rusev
See
Day.
you guys. See you Sunday.
Hey, this is Joe, producer of Audio Suplex Live. We'd like to give a shout out to the band Wax for intro and outro music. Make sure you check them out at the link below.
You've been listening to the Nerd Complex Podcast Network.